Welcome to the Gamechanger podcast. Today's topic, I don't have time for lunch. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Gamechanger podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
Welcome back. What's good? Good to be with you, my friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Take a screenshot. Let me know on social media. Tag me. Share this with someone who needs to hear the message. Let's go. Frequently, I get contacted from people who are like, hey, Setema, I'd love to grab a coffee with you. I'd love to sit down and have lunch with you. May I take you to lunch and pick your brain? Hey, Setema, I'd love to get together. And listen, I know that the intention of these people is pure. They just want to have a conversation. They want to take me to lunch. They want to do this. But listen, this podcast might rub some of you wrong. This podcast today might make some of you mad. Because if you don't have the right perspective on what I'm about to share with you, it's going to sound like I'm conceited. I'm not conceited. I'm not arrogant. I am clear about who I am, about where I'm going, and about what matters. So, whenever this happens, it happened to me recently. Hey, Setema, I'd just love to get together. We're doing this event. We'd love to have you come speak, so I'd love to sit down and have some coffee with you. And my answer to him was, my man, please email my assistant, give her the details, and then we'll get back to you. I tell my assistant, ask him the date, the time, the location, the speaker budget, the purpose, like all this. We have a host of questions that we get. And my assistant said, I've asked him 2 times, he won't give it to me. Finally, this guy hits me up again in a text message and says, hey, Nikki hasn't responded to me. So I'm just reaching out here. I hit up my assistant. She says he won't respond to me. I've asked him for what our protocol is. So I sent this man a voice memo. And all I said to him was as simple as, my brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you asking. I'm honored. We have a protocol when someone wants to speak with me or someone wants me to speak on their stage. I'm asking that you give my assistant the protocol, give her the questions, and we will discuss. If that doesn't work for you, then I am not the guy to speak. I don't do coffees. I don't do lunches. I don't take time for people other than my clients, my family, and the people that are closest to me. So thank you so much. Will you please get her the information? He said he would. Now, whether or not he does, the ball is in his court. I'm not hungry to go speak on a stage. I'm not desperate to go speak on a stage. I don't need to speak on his stage. You know why? I'm at a point in my life where my time is just so valuable that I say no to a lot of things. Like, listen, I don't have time. I could make time, but I don't have time to go, hey, let's go have coffee. What? Why? Like, you want to know who the real players are? If you're trying to get me to come speak, you say, what is your speaking fee? I say $50,000, and you say, great, or hey, we don't have the budget for that, and we kind of have a conversation. That's the way powerful people deal. I'm not going to go and say, hey, Ed Milet, I'd love to take you to lunch and talk about an event I'm doing. He's just going to say, here's my speaking fee. And then I'll either write him a check, or I'll say, that doesn't work. But this whole, hey, let's go to lunch, let's have a coffee. Listen, the principle here is not directly about not having lunch. The principle here is that some of you do not have clarity, do not know who you are and where you're going and what matters. Therefore, you say yes to everything. And because you say yes to everything, what you really say no to are the things that matter most. I challenge you today, take a look at how you spend your time. I don't have time. I will not make time for some of these things that just aren't important. Why? Because I know what's important. I know what matters. So here's the real lesson. Can you be clear and can you say no? If you can be clear, you can say no, so you can protect your time, so you can protect your energy, and you can focus it on core actions, necessary, required actions, and the work that is necessary to get you to where you want to go. Which means you got to be gracious in saying no. No, thank you. I get a lot of text messages from people, hey, I'd love to catch up. I don't want to catch up. It's not like I'm trying to be mean or I'm too good for you. I know where I am. I know who I am and I know where I'm going. So unless you're my family or my clients or people in my church or people that are the parents of the kids who play football with my son, there's a good chance I'm going to send you to a protocol. Get on my email list, go to my assistant, write me the check, and let's go. What does this mean for you? I invite you to take a good look at your life and just ask yourself, am I protecting my time? And the way to protect your time is you got to say no. The way to say no is that you get really clear about what you're doing for the week, what you're doing for the day. That day and that week leads you to a 30-day benchmark inside of a 30-day mission. that 30-day mission helps you accomplish inside of your 12-week season. It's not mean, it's kind, it's protective, and it's very powerful to live like this. I invite you, my friends, to start saying no. The way to say no is to get really clear about where you're going and who you are and what you want. If these lunches and dinners with people, hey, again, I just want to give you some perspective here. Anyone who's a real player in the game, like I don't want to go have dinner with you. I like to have dinner with my family, with my team, with the people that I love. I don't want to have dinner with you unless I know we're about to do a transaction together. And even then, I'm like, let's just do the transaction and let's just do dinner with people that we love. Like people, hey, can I have dinner with you? The answer is no. Well, I'll buy your dinner. I don't need you to buy my dinner. I need you to give me some space. Now, again, this might rub people wrong, but I'm telling you, this is the way that you get your time back. And this is how to say no so you can keep your time and attention focused on the people that matter the most. So when you do that, that's the biggest thing I'm saying right now is protect your time, protect your energy by being clear about where you're going, about who you are. And you got to be able to say no to pretty much everything else and have a protocol and or a system that people want to have lunch with you and dinner and or whatever. You just say, yeah, just write me a check. You want to have a sit down, just write me a check and I'll give you an hour of my time. Everyone that I know that is up to something big and that's got a lot of stuff going, this is how they protect their time. They may not say it like that, but I'm saying it because I'm being very direct with you guys today. Hey guys, if the podcast resonates, if it touches your heart and soul and it gives you greater vision and clarity to go build the life you want so you can make a difference inside of your world, your family's world, and the community itself, all I ask that you do is share the podcast forward. We don't run ads, we don't have sponsors, but we can make a difference and help people become game changers for their lives, for their families, if we share the message. So share this with somebody who needs to hear it and have an amazing day. All right. Hope you got something out of this for you. Leave us a review and thank you for listening. Thank you for being a game changer. Until next time, let's go.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win, yo. This is how to make it when they